Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Stryker.
My name is Luba.
We're the co-founders of Heart Rocket, which is an international matchmaking agency. Now, today we're going to talk about something that's very, very important. Should a woman that you have met from Eastern Europe who moves over to your Western country, should she work? Now, Luba has some very strong thoughts on this, and I've heard about it for about the last 10 minutes before this video, and now you're going to hear about it.
Yeah, I made a hole in his head about this because at the moment, I will just give a little bit of a background of this question of this video. At the moment we're in Spain, and mostly we provide our service that's called Rocket Match. Rocket Match is the service that the guys doing our course, and then they are able to connect with the 6 or 12 dates, ladies, matches through the Zoom, and then if they like each other after the Zoom, they exchange the contact information, they staying in touch, and after that they coming to Europe to meet or in US we already have one date happening, so they are meeting somewhere. And by doing these calls, I see that I'm present at each call at the moment because I want to oversee, and I understand that the biggest problem at the moment that we have in general, not just during the dating, is communication and communication skills. People really, because of the COVID, because of all this like messaging, texting, autocorrection and etc., like we forget how to really ask the questions, how to communicate with people. And our clients are incredible, like they are so motivated, they want to learn, they want to communicate, they want to find their partner, but I still see like some different like sort of like little issues that they have during the calls that we right away from the call we fixing. And so this question that I'm gonna say now, and Stryker already like tease you with this a little bit, I hear, and for my surprise to be honest, but I hear that on absolutely every single Zoom call that I am present at. And the question is either coming from the lady or it's coming from the man. And the question is like, if it is from the lady, she's saying, okay, so tell a little bit about your future partner, like how do you see your relationship and do you want your woman to work? Or if the lady didn't ask this question, definitely 99% I will say that the guy will say, so how do you see your future partner life? Like, do you want to create a family? Do you want to have children? And what about work? Do you want to work or do you want to just stay at home and take care of children? And so for you, you might think, it's a reasonable question, right? Like it's a question that we would like to know the answer for. But this is like opening, how you call worm box with the worms?
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box, okay. But the problem with that is that both
What do you think
sides,
of can of worms?
Can of, yeah.
Okay.
The problem with this question, truly, like I can't stress that enough, that the problem with this question is that people who asking, depends who asking that, they have different intentions and they have different expectations in answer. Mm-hmm. So I will start with the guys probably, right? Okay. So if the guy is asking this question, would you like to stay at home, or you would like to go and work and do a career? So
hang on.
What do you think? Why the guy is asking this question to a lady? Okay. I guess that there's two reasons.
So the guys asked that question to her.
So yes, so there's
on the call. He said,
"There's a date.
How do you envision our relationship together when we get together? Do you, Luba, do you envision yourself working or staying at home?" Yes?
Right, yes. So why do you think the guys are asking this question?
Well, I actually think that there's two reasons for this question. So one reason is that if the man really understands why he went over to an Eastern European country in the first place, it was to find a woman that had the traditional mindset, which meant, that she wasn't solely focused on career, that she was focused on family. And she understood that he was the man of that relationship and it was his job to go out, make money, build businesses and create a good lifestyle for them, right? So he's asking is, will she support him in his endeavors to go and do that, right? And he wants to know that because otherwise it's like, if that is his mindset, what is the point of having this woman in his life? If she's going to go out and depending on the age of the guy as well, but let's just say that he was a younger gentleman who wanted to
middle age,
whatever.
Yeah,
But he wanted to have a family. He wants to make sure that the woman that he's going to be in a relationship with is focused on the
career.
No, focused on family.
Yeah.
That is focused on family, and family is important, and that's why he went and did that. So he can go out, he can work. She's going to make sure that if they have kids together, or when they have kids together, that they are taken care of, and he gets to continue on his mission in life to conquer the world and create businesses and all that sort of stuff. So that's one reason why he would ask that question, right?
I want to also like maybe a little bit rephrase it how I understand. He just want to make sure that she is different from the Western women who are just leaving their child like when they're 3-month old,
Yes.
and just will go to work and will not care about family, will not cook. This is how I understand that.
He understands the importance of family, of having a family unit with the traditional roles in that unit that creates like children that will grow up safe, healthy, with a good mindset, that have not been brainwashed or anything like that, and that the family can survive, and not just survive but flourish.
Have a good life. What is the second reason, in your opinion?
Well, the second reason could be possibly that like he needs her to work because he can't afford to take care of her, right? So he may be thinking, I really would like to have a traditional woman from Eastern Europe, but I can't really afford, the upkeep of her, or maybe he can just afford his lifestyle and a very basic woman. But the problem is with Eastern European women is that they have a lot of upkeep. It's like having a Persian cat. Like you can get a cat, you can get like just a cat from the SPCA or whatever. Easy to keep, you feed it scraps or whatever. But Ukrainian women are a little bit different. They're like the Persian cat. You got to make sure its fur is like clean and oiled. Its claws are clipped. You can't just cut the claws yourself. You got to take it to a special.
It'll be all over the internet. Stryker compare the woman with the cat.
You got to take it to a specialist that cuts Persian cat. Like there is a bit of upkeep, but that is good because that is what makes them so That's why they're beautiful. That's why they're not fat Western women. Okay, that's why it is, because they understand that their beauty and their femininity is what is important. But he's unsure if he can pay for that beauty. He would like, maybe she pays for it herself.
I 100% agree with you.
Well, that's a first.
Agree, but I would say that the first reason is more strong. So what I see, and when I talk to the guys afterwards, and when I ask them, of course, they want to make sure that the lady is caring and that she believes in traditional relationship, and she believes in traditional roles in the relationship. The financial part, I guess it is a part of that, but rather not with our clients, because they understand that what they're doing, and they understand. But I agree with you that there's two reasons. Now we'll go back to the ladies. When the ladies jump into conversation and ask this question,
when they ask the question,
when the lady is asking the question, yes. So when she's first. And to be honest, like for me, this question become like very awkward, because like I understand the overall of this question, and I have to not just
being a Ukrainian woman,
and I have to and knowing the guys from the West as well. So I have not just to answer this question, I have to really interpret that. So I can't just translate if the lady doesn't speak English. I can't just translate that. I need to explain that a little bit, because they don't. So I will talk about ladies, and then you will understand what I mean. So if the lady is asking this question, first of all, like the first reason for that is that she would like to know your financial situation. She would like to know, can you afford the family or no? She can't ask you like, Stryker, how much money you make per month? She can't ask, it's not how people do that. But she would like to understand, will you be able to provide the family, or she has to work? So the lady is actually asking that, to know that a little bit. And the second is that she wants to be able to understand, she wants to kind of like get away from her fear. And her fear is that when she comes to a different country, she can be locked. You will not let her go anywhere. She will not know anybody. And if she wants to work, you will tell her, no, you're staying at home, and you will have more power than her. So she's scared that you will not let her grow. You will not let her like follow her dreams. And trust me, we have so many couples, and right before this video, we've been talking like about, all of our couples. We don't have anybody who is like the lady, like, I need to go to the factory. I need to work with the iron and coil. We don't have it. Like if she, like somebody is drawing, somebody is selling like some handmade, somebody is like babysitting, somebody, like they need to go out, because they will drive you nuts. I'm telling you, like if the lady is 24/7 staying at home,
especially if you work from home.
Yeah, it will be just disaster. So she has to do something, and you have to be happy about that. But the reason that, and you see that from one hand, it seems that both of the parties are asking this question for the same reasons.
Yeah.
But from other hand, it's the whole completely other world. Because if the lady say, oh, I would like to keep working, and the guy would think, oh no, oh no, she's Western woman. Oh no, 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 no. Like she won't take care of the child. Trust me, any single Ukrainian lady will ever leave her child and put it to the daycare if she has an opportunity to stay with the child. Every single Ukrainian lady
Yeah, that's
would,
true.
would breastfeed, until it's possible,
Until the kid is 18.
yeah, so like this is the reality. They just need to have a good circumstance. They need to know that they're safe, that they don't have to work, they don't have to leave everything and do that. So when the people asking this question, I can't of course stop them of asking this, but it's very uncomfortable because nobody is ever satisfied with the answer. So I want to ask you, Stryker, for example, like we talking and you ask me this question, like, Luba, would you like to stay at home or you want to build a career? How do you see the relationship? And I know that it's like more like I put it in a straight breaks,
Yeah.
like it should be, like it always can be flexible, but what is the ideal answer for you that lady can give?
Yeah, okay. And I think that you could probably put this into like a generic category, but obviously there's like different goals
Age
that
groups,
people
yeah,
have,
of
different
course.
age groups. People want to have families, people don't want to have families, people want to retire, whatever it is.
But in general,
But
everybody
in
wants
general,
peace
like,
and quiet.
yeah, in general, what I would want to hear anyway, is that that her role in the relationship is to take care of the man, and the man takes care of her, right? So it doesn't even really have to go into specifics. If she doesn't have to go into specifics and say, well, I want to go and work after I've been in the country after 6 months. I'm a nail technician, and I know I'm really passionate. Like for me, I don't really care about any of that sort of stuff. But for in order to have a traditional relationship, the man takes care of the woman, right? He looks after her. He takes care of her. He makes sure that her life is better than it was before, right? And in return, he gets the same. There has to be an exchange in value for those two people being together. His life can't get worse. He can't be more stressed out, okay? And so the ideal answer is basically that. Is that, and from the man's point of view, from my point of view, I should say, is that if she wanted to start some business, I would support it in that business, as long as it didn't come at the sacrifice of the relationship. If you were to have kids, and as Luba has mentioned before, in Ukraine, it's very strange for Ukrainian women to put kids in daycare at 2 months old or 3 months old. In the West, it's normal. I had personal experience with this. I was with a woman for many years. When her kid was old enough to go to daycare, the kid would go to daycare and she would stay home and pretty much watch TV. She didn't work. And in her mind, the way that she justified it to me, because I knew nothing back then, was that it's good for the child because it's like social interaction with other kids. If you try and explain that to a Ukrainian woman, she would think that you are out of your mind.
No, not in this age,
So
definitely.
yeah. So it's difficult. It's very difficult to override the presets that Ukrainian women have, at this point in time. Anyway, but that for me, that would be the answer. Is like your job is to make my life, improve my life, be a good complement to my life, to make things easier for me, so I can get go faster on the path that I want to do, build businesses better, faster, whatever. You can take care of some things that makes it easier for me, and in return I will take care of you and the children. Two different roles, both with the same goal in mind. Both with similar values in life, but we have different roles to play. As the man, he has his role, the woman, she has her role. If a woman was to say exactly that in exactly those words, it would be incredible.
I need to write down. But I think, like, if you would ask me, like, what I want to hear from the man,
Okay.
then I want to say that the man, first of all, he need to point that, like, he need to say that, first of all, I want to say that I'm financially secure, that my lady doesn't have to work. It's not a must. Because in Ukraine, it's different. A lot of ladies, they don't have any choice. They have to work in a case to be able to survive, because the salaries are smaller and the guy, like, it's just not enough. It just, like, in Ukraine, it's very unusual for only one person in the family to work, because it's just very difficult to survive. So if you want to make sure that she understands you and she feels safe and protected with you, you can't say to her that you're financially secure, you can take care of your family, you don't need her to work for money, and you want her to be caring mother and to take care of your family, your children, that you want to travel, you want her to be available for that, you want her to, you know, learn something, to grow in something, to, you know, if she has some hobbies, you're open to support. If she wants to work and she has like, because it's a different country, it's not that she can go and work, you know, she can maybe build something like little business she can build, or maybe she can do like some little handmade or something that you will support her. But the most important, she need to hear from you, if you're willing to say that financially you are safe and you don't have her to work as a must. So this sounds so easy when we say that, but trust me, when you have this date, it sounds so awkward. And I really wish people would not ask this question on the first date. But I can't I can't put it like on different sides, because definitely it's, for me this question is the same as like when we was on a dates, like on a real life, in the real life, when I was on a tour, the ladies was asking, so how many other dates do you have today? And the guy's like, should I lie?
It's as awkward as that.
Like this, honestly, for me, it's kind of similar, because like I would probably not ask this question. I really don't care on the first date. Will he allow me to work, or will I have to stay? I don't even know if I want to be with him. This is my first thought, you know, I need to learn that. But people want, because it's like, you know, now it's like, it's this online and we need to do it like faster. We need to, like, information we need to grab faster and faster than we're doing it in real life. I don't, like, to be honest, in a real life, when I was on a date, this question was never asked.
Yeah, I think the thing to remember here is that what we do is very, very fast and it's very precise, you know, and it's not normal. Like, we've done videos about it before. It's not normal. What we do is not normal dating. It's fast. It's people that are motivated. People have to get to the point fast. People have to figure out if it's worth its time, worth going on another date. You know, so, and that's the same for the men and for the women as well, because why waste everybody's time, you know? And I fully get that. Like, I really get that. So it's like, it's straight away, it's like coming to terms with, or trying to find out, I should say, what is the other person's value when it comes to a relationship. It really doesn't have that much to do with money at all. You know, unless you are a guy who is in the second one that says, you know, I need to make sure that she works so that I can afford to take care of.
You don't have to discuss
that. That's something like we've never seen that in any of our couples, and this is I'm just kind of throwing it out there, just, you know, for.
But is it an option? Like, you know, if we don't know who are watching us, and a lot of guys, you know.
Well, we have consultation calls with guys, and we always say to them, you know, like, you know, what are you going to be doing when she moves to your country? So we talk about this stuff, and if the guy says she has to work, it's like, well, we probably can't really help you, because it's a bit strange for you to meet a woman, and then we say, you know, he wants you to work when she gets there. It's pretty unsettling and pretty scary, you know, so. Yeah,
but I just wanted to inform you about this question, because it's a very, very famous question. It's really not famous, how to say, like
popular.
It's a popular, popular question. It's famous. Like this,
it's very famous.
Yeah, but it's popular. In Russian, it's the same word. So it's a very popular question, and I want you to be prepared a little bit for this, as it's always a little bit of a quietness, like when somebody asks, and it's like, okay, why is she asking? What does she want? So now you know why people asking this question, and now you know what they want to hear. And of course, it's up to you what you're going to answer. But I think that the most important, that you understand that the man and the woman, they have different mentality, and the reason that they ask this question is a little bit different. And if you know the psychology of other person, it's going to be very good.
Yeah.
We see you in the next one.
We'll see you later.